Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. Today I'm with Ope and Namde. Namde should be joining us a little bit later. But yeah, it's been a interesting week for
Yeah,
the football lovers. It was Champions League week for those with the Champions League. Sha.
yeah. It wasn't that exciting for some other folks, but
It's okay, I don't mind. I know they're going for Champions League, so why am I there?
But yeah, so let's start with the actually let's start by doing this. Do we let's pick our most interesting, our favorite UCL moment for this week. I think my favorite. I'll go first. My favorite UCL moment this week was Gyökeres scoring his first goal, and you could tell how nervous he was in doing that his celebration. That was a
oh,
very funny and low-key cringe moment for me because when he that was probably one of the ugliest goals I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure he actually meant to pass the ball, but somehow it ended up in the net. And the guy just like you could tell like he was like, should I do? Should I do? Should I not do it? And he kind of does the most awkward Gyökeres celebration. That was my favorite moment.
I think my favorite moment is UCL this past week. Yeah, most likely Arsenal, but I would say the goal that excited me the most was the one where Gyökeres and Gabriel did their mask and no mask celebration.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
that was
that was
very
that
cool.
was a that was a cool moment.
The fact that they are bringing the guy onto the team, because yeah, like you said, the guy looks mad nervous, and I feel like he just needs to calm down. Like even when he's playing, you can see like he just seems so tense, and it's like, guy, you are scoring. Like I get, yeah, there's big pressure on his head, but I hope like after this at least, because it seems like the fans were chanting his name when he was leaving, so it seems like he's getting back to his old self. So, well, I'm excited to see more of that.
Now, what about you? Favorite UCL moment?
It's always what any of Haaland's goals.
Any of Haaland's goals?
It's,
It doesn't
it's,
have
it's,
to be a
a,
goal, though.
it's a weekly occurrence. I mean, outside of Haaland, I would say the person that kind of excited me was this Bayern boy. That they are teenager, that 17-year-old.
Yeah, what's his name again? Yeah, I saw him.
I don't know. I just saw him. I said,
Oh, I think it's Carl.
this guy now a baller for
Yeah,
real.
he's a baller. His goal
I was really impressed. I
was
was
pretty
really
good.
impressed. I mean, the opponent was weak. They didn't even they didn't even feel like two of them should have been playing each other, but
Yeah, that was a nice one.
he still did well.
That was a very impressive goal. I think that's his probably youngest. Is his youngest Champions League scorer now? I'm not sure. I have to look that up.
I don't know, man.
I heard something like that. It's probably this
I
season.
mean, Estaval two score now, so and
I think
all of them they're young.
Esther was like 18, isn't he? I'm not sure. But yeah, so we can go to talking about Esteban, Chelsea 5, Ajax 1. Talking about people that are not meant to play each other. Ajax and Chelsea
I watched that game. It wasn't really impressive, to be honest.
from Chelsea's part or Ajax part.
Definitely not Ajax, but like from Chelsea, like it just one Ajax had record. Two, Chelsea didn't really seem like they were really dominating. It just seemed like okay, somehow goals were just coming in. You like if I was a Chelsea fan, of course I'd be happy for sure. But like as there's that, if I'm trying to evaluate where my team stands, I wouldn't use that as an evaluation point.
That's a good point.
I think that's fair. Yeah. That game, I didn't watch the full game because obviously I was watching Arsenal's game. Um, I think yeah, I agree with that. So it didn't seem like Chelsea was dominating the game, even though the scoreline looked very massive. But that could be also Chelsea's style of play.
Yeah, same thing they did
You've
with
seen,
Chelsea Forest now.
yeah, you see them do that a lot, even for the Champions League game, that they are big, massive win against PSG. You saw that their play style, they passed the ball and gave it straight to PSG, and they're like attackers. So that style of play, it could be their thing. That's Maresca ball. I'm not a Chelsea fan to really highlight what true Maresca ball should look like.
Well,
But
they actually try to dominate. I just think they just don't play well all the time. The matches they play well, you can see them string passes together. That Ajax game, honestly, Ajax are terrible. They are terrible. First of all, they kept giving penalties away. And then I wouldn't say some of the goals are deflections, red cards, penalties. But yeah, I agree with you, Namdi and Dope. I don't really. I wouldn't say this is a game. Say, oh yeah, this shows you that Chelsea will be like doing big things towards the end of the season. It was just like they should have. They deserve to win because Ajax were terrible. I would say it's more about Ajax being terrible than Chelsea being like crazy good in that specific game. And yeah, some of those PKs are definitely PKs, bruh.
Yeah, there were like three PKs in that game.
Terrible
That
performance.
referee had mine, sha.
But yeah, I don't think there's much to say about that game, to be honest. I know Sam will probably cringe. Sam will vex me, but it's
I
fun.
mean,
It
to,
should
to
have been
be
game.
fair, Sha, what is more important, playing nice or winning well?
No,
Um, yeah, winning is more important.
yeah,
So
winning for sure.
we got to give them their props, and the scoreline was not a pretty one. So yeah,
See, Ajax never stood a chance against world champions, so it's not like normal levels. Honestly, let's go to Madrid versus Juve. I think that game was pretty to be more interesting because I'm not really like I don't really know how good Madrid actually is. Like I don't understand. Vinicius was amazing yesterday.
I mean, Juve tried, but I feel like a lot of their shots were from far, like from
Hmm.
outside the box. And
Yeah,
first of all, niggas Couture, like you have to be your soul has to you have to be like to beat Couture is almost impossible. Like so, what are we talking about here? Yeah, shooting from outside the box against Couture. Like I'm not saying you can't score him like that because anybody can score, but that's not a game plan.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know,
yeah,
but
yeah, I agree with you. Like in terms of calling Courtois out, I think people sometimes underestimate like the influence of goalkeepers in teams.
for sure.
And Courtois is like a great example. I will say Donnarumma also, but let me not divert the topic. But yeah, Courtois in Madrid, sheesh, that guy is catching everything. Yeah, we're about to talk that Madrid is not playing the best, or maybe they might not look their best. But honestly, I watched part of that game. I think they played well. Like, yeah, maybe their game plan was not up to the best, but you can see like Vini and Mbappe
Yeah, Vinny
are
and Mbappe.
starting to work. They're starting to work together well. Bellingham coming into the team. Bellingham was looking like himself again, like coming back from injury. He wasn't looking too shabby and he scored a goal. And then even Adagula, like, bro, that boy is looking like he's buzzing too. So I think in general, like they are strong contenders. Even though they might not look the prettiest, any game that you put them in, as long as Courtois is not having a bad game, he's having a decent game, and Mbappe and Vini are having decent games, bro, you're in trouble, bro.
it doesn't even need to be Mbappe and Vinny, just one of them.
One of them, literally.
Uh,
So that keeper is still a very big. It makes a big difference, man.
Yeah, but Juve on the other hand, they missed some very good chances just before Madrid scored. I know like Vlahovic should have scored, but of course Courtois was
That chance
he.
about which, yeah, he could have scored this, but man,
Yeah, if you
he was.
if he scores it, we're having a different conversation. But like I
Eh,
agree, Courtois, I can't just say iffy because he didn't score it because Courtois did Courtois things. But like that, I think Madrid's defense is still not the best. Who knows? That's why this weekend El Clasico will be very, very interesting because I can look at both teams, both Barca and Madrid, and pick holes in their teams, very big holes. Even though Barca won the last like 4 games, like massively outscoring Madrid, I can't I can't see that defense surviving Mbappe and Vini right now. These are how they're going, especially without Inigo Martinez. Even when he was there, like Mbappe would have literally destroyed that defense if he could just hold his line better. So, but anyway, I think I'm jumping the gun to El Clasico. There's not really that Madrid versus Juventus match was pretty much uneventful. The more A more interesting game I want to talk about actually Bayern versus Bruges. Guy, now Harry Kane is on drugs. Guy, this guy DM, CM, AM, bro, striker. Like what are we? As I see, we are seeing Messi. Say,
and it's crazy. He's old.
I think company coaching Hurricane or Hurricane playing for company, whatever you want to put it, is one of like the best things that could have probably happened for his career. I think
Yeah.
because Company seems like a very progressive manager, and it seems like that kind of manager that he would try those kind of things. Like you see what Oli said, the way he's giving Oli said the free reign to just carry the ball or whatever. It's the same thing with Kane. He knows how to let players do what they are best at. And I think, yeah, that's why I think, yeah, that partnership with Kane and seeing what Kane is doing, it will be tough for Ballon d'Or this season. I'm
It'll
excited to
be
see.
very, very tough.
It looks like everybody is coming out on fire. Kane, Haaland.
Kane, Haaland, and Mbappe right now.
Yeah,
It
it's gonna be bloody.
is they are going bar for bar for bar. Like is wild. And honestly, like, bro, like, look, I even think in some ways, could you even say Kane is kind of underrated?
I mean, I could say so, but the underration is coming from his history with Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody just if you know Kane just from his Bayern days alone, there's no way you're underrating that nigga, man.
Because
Yeah, yeah. I think the only thing I would say about being underrated is he's possibly underrated if because of his age. Like, because like compared to like Mbappe
Mm,
and Haaland, they will still say if I want to pick between Haaland and Kane, I'll pick Haaland. If I want to pick between Mbappe and Kane, I'll pick Mbappe just because of that age factor. So I think that's what is making it seem like he's underrated. But I don't think anyone in their right mind would say Kane is not one of the top strikers ever. Like, so
yeah,
yeah.
I think they all offer. It's crazy. Why is very interesting? Because they all offer different things towards the same purpose. They all give you huge numbers. They score a lot of goals, but they all do it in some ways differently. Maybe Kane and Haaland are a bit more similar, but like Kane comes with the whole like his game is just so evolved and this what's a better way to put this? His like everything just seems very 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 like well like matured in a sense. His technique, the way he passes the ball, his shooting, everything just feels very very like refined. Like the way he strikes the ball, the way he what he's like, whether it's a tremendous shot, whether it's the R2, whether it's the lace, whether it's his heading, everything just seems so he's so grown as a striker. Maybe it's his age.
Seems
yeah, I
like
mean, of course.
he has perfected his technique. He has
Yeah,
had
like
that time to perfect it. Um
the way he gives his passes as well, like the right curves, most of the time the right weights. I'm like, this guy go to maybe one kind of vacation camp and like perfect all his techniques.
I think these players actually do. Because even Semenyo, like before the season, not to divert, but they do their summer trainings and sometimes some of them do like personal ones where they go crazy and perfect their technique. So um yeah. But one thing I wanted to say though, I want to ask you guys, do you think this thing that Kane is doing, if Musiala was there, it would be overkill for them? Because I think the reason why he's getting this creativity uptick is because like Musiala is not there, obviously. It doesn't seem like there's someone that can carry the ball through the midfield for them. So in that case, Kane would look like the perfect person to play that false nine, drop deep and do his thing. But if Musiala is there, I think I would rather have my striker, in his right position most times, not playing DM or not doing tackles when I need him to. So I'll be curious to see like Musiala looks like he's coming back. They said before the end of this year he'll probably play. So I'm excited to see how that partnership will continue.
I agree with you. I don't think you would see Kane dropping back as much into the hole if Musiala is playing because watching him last season, Musiala was one that occupied those spaces like midfield and AM positions. Kane wasn't dropping back as much as he did with Tottenham when Musiala was playing. So, but even if he drops down, Musiala will probably go beyond him. But so
Yeah, I think they had enough chemistry to know when one will come back and when one will stay forward. I mean, he's definitely coming back more now. I honestly think he just enjoys it, man.
yeah, I think he loves doing it clearly. And what I was
He's
going to say is that
To me,
I
he's
feel like
like a Rooney of a higher level.
yes, that's a very good way to put it. I think Kane is literally the what I would say Haaland and Mbappe can look up to model their game at some point. Actually, I think he's
Yeah,
like he should be their goal, bro. This guy is a center forward, but look at how much his game has gone up to a level, and it's not even affecting his numbers.
Exactly. That's
think,
really
yeah, I think Mbappe could probably learn from that, like that kind of that level of pauser into his game, because he does. He seems like he does everything at a very very high tempo. Like when defenses drop deep, he kind of it's as if it affects him. Loki. Haaland, on the other
Mhm.
hand, can also. That's different, yeah. I feel like Haaland doesn't need to because Mbappe drops deep a little bit more sometimes, and sometimes like guy, I just feel like he's more effective when teams pull up a little bit more. Deep defense seems to affect you a little bit more than it does Haaland.
Of
You
course
know,
not.
apparently Mbappe is a better player, but I feel like he depends a lot more in space. Because I remember at PSG, he tried to do that whole dropping back and creating thing. It was not working out. It wasn't working out at all. So look,
I don't
in
think
Madrid,
Mbappe is there yet in terms of his creativity, like compared to Kane. Kane's passing and ball IQ
yeah,
is just higher compared to the other guy. I think Mbappe, they all have their perks. Like I won't want Haaland to even be dropping back, to be honest, like you said, because it's like oh my, I want to give Haaland the ball in the box or around that ball. Let him come it. We need to. Right, but you can see Kane from his origin of his play style. He was never about power. He was never about running fast. It was all about just like IQ ball, knowing how to control the
Nick.
tempo, knowing how to
Yeah.
and improving your technique. So I think that's why he could get to that level because he didn't depend on other things. And these other players, they just have to play to their strong suits. Like Haaland's strong suit is being able to power any defender. Nobody can. Once he has the ball, he cannot collect it from his leg, and he can shoot. Mbappe's own, his pace, his jinky. Once he starts jinking you in the box, unless you want to drop penalty, you cannot tackle him. So they all have their pros, and I think they should just lean into it.
I guess you can unequivocally say that these are the three best strikers in the world today. Yeah. Well, what about Osimhen?
Honorable shout to us, man. I'm Gyökeres.
I think
Yeah.
it's top five.
I mean, Osimhen for sure. He's just in a lower division. I mean, let's be real. There's no way I would mention Gyökeres in the same breath as these niggas.
Why do you
Uh,
have to call out Gyökeres? No one actually said Gyökeres.
Open said it.
Gyökeres.
Like, I'll give Osimhen his props. Like, I think he deserves to be mentioned in the same breath. He's just he's just the league he's in. That's just what it was. Like, if he was in a Premier League club, whole different conversation. Uh,
Yeah, I'm curious about his agent also because it's like you can't tell me. Yes, I would prefer Osimhen to be in like a top Premier League club. So maybe I should not even bring the shout off of, you know, I'm sure other Premier League clubs will have wanted him. Obviously, he's a star player, and I don't see Osimhen going to. Well, I won't say it would be a good move for him to go to any club that is lower than at least like Europa League from Premier League. To be honest,
But he
um,
needs to be playing Champions League for sure, which is
yeah,
probably why he's
yeah,
staying Galatasaray for now.
I don't think he cares, man. I think he's getting that bread and he's good. Like that's
He definitely cares. I think he has ambition. I cannot believe he doesn't have ambition.
I'm not saying he
They
doesn't have
offered him Saudi.
ambition. I'm not saying he doesn't have ambition, but he's getting really good pay at Galatasaray. Galatasaray is not going to win the Champions League. Like, so, I mean, I don't know everything surrounding that move, but I don't know. Like, I feel like if he really wanted to come to the prime and pushed for it, I don't see how a striker of his quality doesn't get picked.
Yep, especially at his age point again. This guy is 26. I mean, on paper, he's 26, and yeah, that is you are just reaching your peak. I don't see how
Yeah.
his agents can do
Like, even
it.
if it's not the highest Premier League club coming for you, like, there's no way a top Premier League club, top eight, none of them will. They will
I
break the bank.
understand what you're
Yeah,
saying, but he's maybe his thinking was that like I gotta be paid what I'm worth, and if you're
yeah. And
not
as I say,
offering
I
what
know that
I'm
he's
worth,
paid. I mean, let him get his money. I can't hit on it.
yeah, but if you're not offering what I'm worth and you're not in the Champions League, like why would I pick you? Why would I play for you? He has to be one or the
Fair, I
other.
guess. But like just being in Champions League is just extra games. Like I guess it's more fun, but they like it's almost ridiculous to expect Galatasaray to win the Champions League.
Of course, does not expect them, but at least he's playing there, and there's other big clubs are seeing him. So maybe now that people are seeing what he's doing,
I mean, people
maybe
have been seeing what he's been doing this for years, man. I
He
don't think
broke
I
he
don't think
broke
I
goal
to
scoring
me it just
record.
seems like a money move.
Yeah, and I think the thing of his what they call the name affected him, like that whole manager
yeah, there's a
rubbish.
lot of expectation.
Yeah, I saw some things. I think from like Premier League pundits that they were hearing some negative things about him. But I mean, all those negative things, I don't know how bad it can be. If Man
I
could still loan
agree.
out Sancho,
Yeah, but guys,
I don't
someone
know
like
how bad it can be that
a
they
manager
won't want
Like
Osimhen.
Guardiola and Ateta, I definitely see that affecting their opinion of him.
Yeah, and you know that's fine. That's just true, bro. Newcastle that was looking for striker this whole summer. Are you telling me they need Osimhen?
That's true.
That's a good point. I don't know if Newcastle will pay. What was Osimhen actually asking for his salary? Because we are just saying high salary. We need to have an idea of what the number is. I looked up a figure and they say it's 256. If it's 256 that I was asking for, I don't think that is too much for Osimhen.
Yeah, but 256 in
It's not
Galatasaray,
too
not
much.
256 in the Prem. Taxes, bro.
Taxes, I see. So you are thinking unless he
You
was
will
asking for
probably
like anything above 350, that's when I
yeah.
see maybe frauds.
I mean I don't know the full math and I can check it up real quick, but
Yeah, I heard something around those numbers for the Chelsea one. That's what he wanted, and for them turning him down. So
Yeah, but realistically, if we're being honest, then how many Premier League clubs can really play 350K per week?
if that's what it is, that'll be tough.
That will actually be
That'll be
tough.
tough.
I don't see Chelsea doing it with their new wage structure. I don't see Arsenal doing it. Maybe Man City can do it, but they have freaking Haaland. Why would they buy Osimhen?
yeah.
Man U, probably not with with the new wage structure, but who
Chelsea,
knows? Shit.
Chelsea,
I mean we saw him now. We didn't go for him. He was not even on our short list.
Chelsea,
They will split it for 10 years.
bro. Chelsea is on
Nah,
a
but they will just give
peanut.
him stupid bonuses and that he will probably reach. Like someone like him, you just need to incentivize goals. Like that nigga will pop for you every game.
See, we were able to pay Gyökeres. It was like how much are you paying Gyökeres? Like 170 or so.
I think it's 200 with his bonuses.
200. Oh, okay. But yeah,
If
moving
if
on.
he makes his 20 goals, like they said they were trying to make it easier for him. So
Yeah, moving on to
yeah.
Arsenal. Though. Arsenal 4, Atletico Madrid 0. For the rhetoric before this match, the narrative that people were pushing before this match was like, this is a match that should be displayed on Al Jazeera. This is Hitler versus Mussolini or whatever. Like what? See, I don't. When did Arsenal get this kind of reputation? Because it's just crazy to me, and I feel like man don't really be watching Arsenal play.
I
People,
mean,
I think social media just loves trolling Arsenal. That is just my thing. I don't think Arsenal can do anything that they won't get trolled for. It doesn't make sense. You score corners, you turn to set piece FC. You keep clean sheet, you turn to Harambo. Now you scored goal. You scored goal. I was seeing videos of Gyökeres. They were saying Gyökeres is Kai Cenat, and his goal his goals look like Kai Cenat's goals. And I'm like, bro, you guys wanted this guy to score. He scored. Now you're complaining. Sesko, the goal that Sesko scored, was it not Balabulu goal too? But
Which one
nobody
could
came
have
and
scored
told
more
him.
set piece goals than us?
Sesko's first goal, yeah, I think his first goal ever in Premier League. The one that he kept just blasting and blasting and blasting,
I
and
mean
finally
the
it went
the
in.
Yokeres goal wasn't really blasting and blasting. It just looked awkward. That was
He
just it.
shot it, but the defender placed his leg,
Yeah,
and the
hit the
ball
defender's
deflected
leg and
into the
it
net.
just went in. Yeah,
And
the whole
he
thing just
was
looked awkward. Like that was just what it was.
props to Gyökeres in that goal actually, because if you actually look at where the ball came from, it was an easy volley. But the
Mhm.
easy volley, Gyökeres trapped the easy volley because I guess I don't know why he trapped it. Maybe it was a mistake, but he trapped the easy volley. was able to wriggle his ball out in that tight position, got the shot away, defender deflected it, it going to the net. So I'm like,
I mean, I won't even
yes, it's
fault
not the
him
most
because even
beautiful
when
goal.
he scored it, it didn't look like, oh, this is a real goal. But
Let's be honest,
And
it was a scrappy goal, but that's fine. Let's strike it.
and
yeah,
I
like I
actually
feel like it
appreciate
doesn't
like,
matter. First of all, my own thing is he was in the right position for that to happen. Second goal, he was in the right position. Like
Second goal, he
all
knocked the
this,
ball into the net.
eh?
Second
Yeah,
goal,
I
he
mean
knocked the ball.
that's important now. Like all these talks about how he
This
gets
is
his
fraud.
goals doesn't matter. He got goals. Like
positioning. And to your point, I even prefer the fact that he wasn't overly celebratory about his bullshit goal. He says a lot. He wants more because, in my opinion, like if my strikers go and score penalty, you have been missing goal, you've not scored, you've not scored. They finally give you penalty, you now score. You're not going to go and be running up and down like you did one big thing. I don't like that kind of energy. And I'm starting to like, really, I don't like that kind of energy of, oh, you do one small thing, you go and carry it, you go and be doing,
Yeah,
I'm the best.
you be disciplinarian.
No, 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 for real. That's what me. I like to like watch people and really see what they are. And I like
That
the way,
mentality.
yeah, I like the way your career is integrating into the team. It's not coming as, at least from my perspective, it's not coming as that guy that, oh, I'm the star player, I score 50 goals. That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
because
here
he's
for.
not.
He wants to earn it.
To earn it.
He
And
needs to
even
earn it.
when,
Not when he wants it. He needs to like. I don't think they would have bought him if he also had that kind of ego.
Yeah, true.
fair, fair. But yeah, I just like at least, it seems like the team is rallying around him and they are supporting
Yeah,
him.
that was a good point. I love how
So
they were so happy. They were like, "Yeah, guy, do your celebration." You could tell like they were really supportive of him. I like
Yeah,
to see that
I
kind of.
mean, yeah, you can tell that supporting him, Sha. Like even the second goal, yeah, everything like not the second, like his second goal. Yeah, you can tell. I mean, of
Because I
course,
remember that
like the game
narrative.
was kind of dry, but Arsenal is always going to do Arsenal things.
Was he really
Uh,
dry?
what was your first goal?
I mean, to be fair, if I was hate watching, it would be a dry game because
Hi, bro. The game
I
that
didn't
first
say it
time was
was a
very
dry
interesting
game.
to
I
me.
said it started off dry. Am
oh,
I lying?
that game
You guys
was
hitting the bar. You guys
actually
actually hit the
like
bar. Guy
we hit the
Alvarez.
bar so like twice or three
Yeah,
times.
we almost scored. It was end to end. It was definitely not like a drab, like boring game. The two teams
Actually,
are
even
quite
Alvarez was going crazy at some points that I
No, I
was
saw
so scared.
Alvarez had one shot. I think that one hit bar.
yeah, and even the one that Raya almost had a bozo moment.
Bro, when I saw that thing, I was like, and then also, I don't want to just blame Raya. I also blame Lewis Kelly. It's like,
Yeah,
why was Lewis
me
Kelly
too.
just standing there? There was only one person he could have passed to. Simple
Yeah,
decision. Go and mark him.
yeah,
He was just
yeah.
standing and looking. So that one
Yeah,
it
I
didn't
think
make sense. But
you see
I
that
mean,
pass
luckily
from
nothing came out of it.
Eze to Saka like a couple of times. Eze actually did pretty good in that his
Yeah,
position.
he did well.
Look at that went under the radar. Also, Zubimendi is so good. You know that talk about him being just a side to side passer, bro. I love the fact that he keeps proving every single game. He keeps proving other journalists wrong. I'm like showing them how stupid they are. This guy is a passer. That's one thing I would say he has over Party. His ability to actually play that
Yeah.
six even by
I mean,
himself as a lone pivot.
I've seen him even
Nah,
play
he's
for Spain, and he does it. I will never accuse him of just being a side passer. That
yeah, I
doesn't
don't know
make sense.
why, because I saw ESPN. They was like, yeah, he's just. I don't know why. I don't really get the rave around him. I don't remember the specific pundit, but I heard that on ESPN. Like to me, he's just someone who thrives in playing the ball, moving the ball side to side, shuffling the ball. I'm like, bro, why are you saying this guy gives line breaking passes at least once almost every game?
No,
Even the
he's good.
goals he
no,
scored.
His
Zubi.
passing ability is top
I
notch.
would even say is higher thing for me before. But now looking at the way this guy was tackling in that game, I don't know if Adeta sent him on a mission, but that yellow card that he got, I would have given that yellow since self. Because from the jump of the game, Jesus Christ, some of the tackles I was like, oh my god, remember what the hell is in this boy?
He's also
This
more
guy
fluid.
was taking out Atletico players like he had like vendetta against these niggas. And I didn't know Zubi was that kind of like,
Who's
you know,
Atletico's right back?
This was right back.
Lorente,
Man,
Marcos Lorente.
Martinelli was cooking that nigga. That nigga was so
Oh
useless.
yeah.
He was he
And
was so poor
he's
that game.
tall. Yeah, he's taller than Martinelli. And Martinelli, if you are not like fast and small, you cannot match him. I think
Yeah,
it will be difficult for it to.
Nah, but even his positioning, especially for that, I think it was your second goal. It was like, why was he just? He literally saw Martinelli. There were other defenders going on the attacker. Why was he moving towards the same attacker and
That's
giving
the
space for
Gyökeres
Martinelli?
effect. That's the Gyökeres effect that we're talking about. I saw
Was
is
it
the Martinelli goal
was
you're
it
talking
Gyökeres that
about, right?
passed the ball?
No. It was Kelly that was running through. It was the one
He
that
was
Kelly
running
gave
towards
him.
Kelly. It was not about Gyökeres. He was running towards Kelly.
Issue was the reason why he was
Kelly
running
was too
towards
quick for
Kelly
him.
is because the other two center backs they were gone. But if you see, I was watching this replay. If you see when Kelly started running, you see the two center backs they squeeze towards Gyökeres. And once they
Hmm.
squeezed towards Gyökeres, and he saw Skelly was still coming, there was nobody that was approaching Skelly. So it's one
Nah,
of
there
two
are people
options. Either
running
you
right beside Skelly. I would have taken I would have
because
taken
Skelly
either
has
a
dropped all those.
medium
Did
position.
you
I would
Skelly
not have put
crossed?
Skelly in that position. It made no sense. Like literally no sense. Like he went in
Well,
so
now the
deep.
defender. We'll
Yeah,
let him
the
have this
defender
one.
from the defender's perspective, it made no that was very poor decision making.
Yes, and I agree, but it depends on the kind of player that Skelly was. Knowing the kind of player that Skelly is, and he won't shoot from outside, yes, that was a poor decision. But if that
Even
is
besides knowing,
easy,
bro. He literally the way
if
he
that is easy running at your center box, and all of you are stepping back, and all of you are guarding, they will bank shot and it will enter, bro. It's just because Kelly is not a shooter.
I would rather let
That's
Skelly
why I
shoot
say,
than leave
yeah,
the attacker who is a
right.
shooter free. Like,
Free.
bro, it make that's
I get what
poor
you're
decision
saying.
making there. There's no I'm not hearing anything about that one. That
I
one
mean,
it
but
made
like you could
zero sense.
also
I was looking
I've
at him,
seen
I was like,
situations.
what is happening?
I've
But
seen
even
situations
that take
where
from Martinelli was not
No, it was a good goal.
even
It was definitely a
the
good goal.
finish
No
from
touch.
Martinelli time. And that's why I'm saying, like, even the finish, like, yes, I
was really
agree. In
good.
hindsight, it was a poor decision. But that take, like, if Martinelli took a touch and tried
Yes.
to settle it,
You
he
have
would have
covered.
popped back up. So it was just that, like, you have to give these players their brilliant. It's split second decisions, obviously. The
No,
game is moving
I
so
didn't
fast.
Martinelli
expect
made the
many.
most of it. Like, I'm not downplaying anything for Martinelli. For me, it was just that their defense just looked abysmal. At least
Like, we
that
dominated
defender
them.
Abuse
in
my
particular,
stretch.
not their whole defense, but that defender in particular.
But anyway, yeah, I think it was a good game in general. I feel like Arsenal actually I didn't expect 4-0 if I'm being honest. I thought like maybe 1-0, 2-0, but so I guess they scored three in how many minutes?
Yeah, the goals kind of just came all together. Well, at least most of them.
Yeah. So I scored Madrid. Also having watched them beat Madrid like 5-0, not 5, whatever. I did not expect them. I didn't expect us to beat them like that. Because they're not a terrible team, even though they are not the defensive like behemoth, whatever from
That they
years
used to be.
past.
Yeah,
But they are still a very, very solid outfit.
Yeah.
And Alvarez is always dangerous. I wouldn't mind Alvarez in my team, but I mean, right now we have Gilk, so we good. We good right here. Anyway, let's move on to Liverpool. Are Liverpool back? Seems like their crisis only lasted for like about a minute. Just what, like 2 minutes? 5-1,
4 or 5 games. You gotta lose 4 or 5 games now.
bro. I never imagined. Okay, after watching them, I kind of saw this happening. But when they signed Isak and Ekitike, I never thought that at some point Ekitike would be looking like the sure starter over Isak
Mm,
Yeah,
8 months.
fair.
that's
I
fair.
genuinely feel like I was shook when they didn't pick him in the last game they played.
Yeah, me I was grateful though. That boy is dangerous.
Like, yeah, and obviously it was a poor decision him not picking Ekitike over this thing, and I think his eyes
Yeah,
have
for sure.
started to open. That Baba, you can't keep playing favorites because yeah, in this their new game they played. It looks like they played like 4-4-3-1-2, even though it was 4-4-2 on paper.
Even Salah.
But yeah, that was needed. That was definitely needed
Salah,
to
Salah,
bring.
Salah, Salah, Salah is just going through a phase.
Yeah, I started going through a phase. Honestly, I guess
Hmm.
we can't really take out the the factor of the whole Jota thing. I wonder maybe they are still grieving. Who knows? People grieve in different ways. But his Salah is looking very off it.
Yeah, Salah
But
is
Ekitike is their best player right now, and it would be
for
Yeah,
wild if
sure.
he doesn't start every game going forward.
And that's his old team
Also,
now, bro.
this guy has made it easier for him. I think he had a groin injury. I feel like the football. Isak, he went out with a groin injury. I think
Mm,
football, modern football is trying so hard to make sure that 4-4-2 does not happen. Now 4-4-2 is an old tactic, so maybe
yeah,
like
because
that's
like
so hard.
really two of them. Imagine Isak, and honestly, Isak too. He was just kind of unlucky that game. I think it's the
Mhm.
same thing that is doing Salah is doing him too, because like he had a really good chance, controlled the ball perfectly, everything, but his chip over the keeper was rubbish. But like
Mm.
you can't. I mean, he's a class player. It will come. It will still happen for him. Like it's just a phase. Like it's not like he's playing rubbish.
He's not playing rubbish,
Yeah.
but Kitike
No,
is stuff.
Ekitike is their starter. Like that one should. Me personally, I think it's Cody Gakpo, Ekitike, and
Yeah,
then
Cody Gakpo is on deadly form.
fit whoever
Even
you want
during
to
their
fit in.
when they are
But for that front line, it has to be Ekitike and Gakpo. Gakpo is so
yeah,
Mhm.
consistent.
and I don't know how they would manage to do it. Maybe give Salah a rest. I guess and a slot. The guy is a
I
very
mean,
lucky
they
manager.
benched Salah now, but Salah was mad and walked straight
It
to
could be
just
it could be
after.
the bench team for the weekend's game. I mean, they are never losing to Frankfurt anyway. Frankfurt has been terrible. I think they've conceded the most goals in Bundesliga, like 18.
Terrible in that
So
game, bro. I was like, what am I even watching? Like most of the goal. I mean, Liverpool obviously they are the better team, but Frankfurt, I guess Eketike knew their levels because the way this guy was just dealing. I mean, Eketike is class anyway, but the way this guy was just playing with them, even his goal, the goal that he scored, I was like, is this how they score in Germany? Like one through ball, boom.
let's be nice. I know even in Germany they are bad.
Like,
I've said they've conceded the most goals in Germany.
goal is this one through ball, boom. Even it was literally almost the same chance that Vlahovic missed. That was the same thing. True ball, but you had a defender running with him. I mean, yeah, the defender was running with him. I didn't get to keep beating him. I won't shit on them that much.
They look defensively
Yeah.
weak. Bro, I don't understand the concept of football these days. That's why sometimes when we're having this conversation of football back in the days and football now, like how it has evolved, I personally still think defending has actually gone down the drain. I think it's worse because I know back in the days it was a typical thing to put your biggest man to mark the opposition's biggest man while defending set pieces and everything. But these days you be seeing like put McAllister on Gabriel. Like how will you even win that kind of bad battle? Or the small guy that was marking Van Dyke. I was like, what the hell? What were you expecting? What were you expecting? Both
I
Nick
don't know.
Van Dyke and Konate, very tiny people were marking them. I'm like, what?
I think set
And
pieces
sometimes
maybe I don't me okay. Let me not say set pieces. Like I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like set pieces have a bigger influence, and I don't know if it's because it's improved or it's because people have stopped practicing how to like stop set pieces from going in.
Yeah, it might be zonal marking. I think zonal marking might have a part to play, but I don't think whatever marking you're doing, one-on-one marking or zone marking, I think your biggest person should always be close to the other team's biggest person. You can't be leaving because I think I've seen Arsenal benefit from it a lot, even like against Newcastle. It was if I was Newcastle's coach, there's no way. What is that big defender? I don't remember his name. Dan Bond is always going to be close to Gabriel. I don't care.
no.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair,
It
and I
doesn't
get
matter
that point. But
where you position.
part of what is important also is the composition of the team. Because in a team like Arsenal,
Mhm.
average height is above 6 foot now at this point. It's like, yeah, you can put your big man, but person got to mark Gyökeres, somebody has to mark Saliba, and that person has to mark Merino if he's on the pitch. He's a tall guy. If Calafiori too is there, it's kind of tall. You have to mark him before you now go and mark Gabriel. So you need five people that can match up. Even against Liverpool, that their team is see all of them. AKTK Giant, Van Dijk Giant, even Kodigapo self, he tall small. So it's like,
That's
bro,
fair.
you can only have so many
That's fair.
people to mark everybody. So I think that was just the case in that Frankfurt game.
But yeah, they just look very, very terrible defensively, though. I mean, and stats show that they're not really a particularly good defensive team. And I guess their team has also been they don't they've basically gone into their team and taken out their best players. So I don't really expect that much from them this season. True, but actually, Words looks
He
really
did well
good.
that game.
Yeah, I think playing him further forward, of course, is probably better for him than playing him deeper, having him play deeper in midfield. And who knows, maybe in some ways we've been harsh on him low key. at least statistically. Apparently, he's has the most created chances in Premier League. I mean, I don't know all these stats
Who
they are giving me,
worse?
but apparently, yeah, he has the most created chances in Premier League. So maybe we are being too harsh on him. Maybe he wasn't really the problem.
What's he on
Okay.
now? He's on
But
2 assists now. He got 2 assists in that last game. So
yeah, so I guess it's no longer 0-0.
it's no longer
Zero
zero
zero two.
zero zero 12. What was it?
Nah, I think we're to ball over time. I think he'll end up ball. He's too good of a player to not ball.
Person I'm curious they are not
But
starting
yeah,
still. Sorry, one last thing is Chiesa. Because that boy, ever since the few times that I've seen that guy play, it's like he has scored every time he comes on that pitch. And I'm still not sure. I mean, obviously they have lots of players, so I won't say they will start Chiesa and everybody else and Ben Salah and Wentz. So obviously, because Slot has a lot on his hands to manage in terms of rotation. But I think Chiesa is another person that should probably be getting more game time because it's not been looking bad like since he came back. So
yeah, he looks good. But he's some other people gotta play. Salah though, what I was gonna say earlier is Slot's a very, very lucky guy, Sha. And from what I've seen, every time he's faced with making a difficult decision, I've seen him flop personally. The times he made good decisions, it's as if situations had occurred to just help him towards that decision. Kind of like when Isak was about to start. Luckily for him, this guy decided to be a bozo. What's his name? And took off his shirt and did rubbish. Got red card. Isak starting. Now that people are saying, guy, how can you bench your best player for Isak just because of money? All of a sudden, Isak is having growing issues. So now Ekitike is going to play. Salah has been playing awfully. Like he's been, I mean, I can give him slack as Salah is Salah, and he has a lot of like
Yeah, fair.
he
He
has a lot
has it. He has it. He deserves it. He deserves the break.
has
And he
so
can
much in the
continue if he
back.
wants to.
But guess what? Salah will soon go for AFCON eventually anyway. So and yeah, he's probably gonna keep playing Salah till whenever. But I don't know. I don't know if I really rate his team selection like that. If I'm being honest, I don't know. He has not really given me. I know he won the Premier League, but it was pretty much a club's team to be honest. And there was not. He didn't buy anybody, just Kiesa. So the team pretty much picked itself. This is a season where we're actually gonna judge him for his decision making. And so far, I wouldn't say he has impressed a lot. But I think that's enough said about Liverpool for now. Manchester City versus Villarreal. Okay, this is a game where you are shitting on La Liga.
really, I don't think this was a game. I think more of my thing on Shin on La Liga was even about our win against Atletico Madrid. I came into that game like expecting, I mean, obviously I didn't expect 4-0, but just seeing like every other La Liga team, really, apart from like, Barca, Madrid. Yeah, I don't see what the hype really is. I feel like most if those if they merge the tables and bring Premier League teams and La Liga teams and form one table, I still think most Premier League teams will be ahead, over a game of 36 games playing against each other. So that
Premier League
was
has
my
more
thing.
quality team.
What'd you say?
I think Premier League has more quality top teams. I don't think there's a maybe back in the 5 years ago, maybe, but now I think it's pretty much obvious to everybody.
Very obvious that the EPL is better than La Liga. I don't, maybe before,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
for
because of
sure.
Champions League, the Messi and Ronaldo era. But after that, I'm not seeing any reason for that argument, for that thing to still be an argument, basically.
Yeah, but for the Villarreal Man City game though, I won't lie, Man City looked shaky defensively, especially second half. But that Haaland dependency thing might actually be a thing. I was getting
Well, I
scared of Man
mean,
City.
he didn't score the 2 goals. He only scored one.
Nah, but still, bro. Like I think props to him though. I think he has become much more of an important, not just a regular. He's even become a leader. Actually, I would say he has become
Yeah,
Man
I
City's
mean,
leader right now.
he's always had it. He's always had it in him. He just needed time.
Yeah, but Man City's
Yeah,
defense looks shaky though. I'll say that.
like Haaland has like fully integrated himself into City, especially with like the way all of the players. It looks like even without even trying to play for him, they are starting to play for him. Most of the chances you can see Savinho or like the rest of them, Doku, they are always like looking for Haaland. It's not like, oh, just the striker that is there that I can
I
give
don't
him.
think they're
It's
looking
like,
for
oh, they
Haaland.
play for him.
I mean, did you see the
No, talk
first?
now.
Did you see the first goal? The first goal, he didn't even look. He just knew he was going to be there,
I'm
and then
trying
he
to remember
passed.
the
So like,
first
it's not
goal.
like it was. I think Lewis uh, that
Wasn't it a header?
no, he crossed it in and he shot to the ball.
What am I thinking?
Oh yeah, I think
It might
Um,
have,
let me actually go and look it
who
up.
crossed the
But
ball
yeah,
from the right? Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I think it's
was Rico Lewis
Lewis
that gave him the one?
something.
Lewis, I think it was
Yeah,
Rico
yeah,
Lewis
yeah,
that gave
yeah,
the
yeah,
assist for
yeah.
that goal.
Well, I know. I think I can remember Bernardo's goal. I
Bernardo's
saw
goal was
Bernardo's
from
goal.
Savinho. Savinho crossed it
Yes,
in.
Savinho. That's yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they are just looking for Haaland. I think one, he's always available. Um, there's even one that first, kind of like a first chance that ended up with Doku. That Haaland really probably should have shot it, but he was being unselfish and passed the ball back to Savinho, and then Savinho couldn't really control it, so he passed to Doku, and then Doku does shot like a team shot.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think Haaland
so
has become a real leader in that team, and I kind of share the opinion that they're kind of playing more towards his style. They've become a little bit more direct overall, and that's probably because he's become much more influential in the team.
yeah, fair.
Right.
Everybody that play for
I
him knows
agree.
that he has basically made them have to use him a lot.
That was more of my point.
Yeah,
I
because
wasn't
originally
necessarily
when he
saying that.
first came,
Wait, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry, I'd be breaking in and out. But what I was just gonna say, I wasn't just saying like, oh, they are starting to play for him now. It's more about like before it was obvious like Man City was still doing their thing and Haaland was just a another piece in the puzzle. But now it seems like
Yeah, finisher.
he's fitting himself perfectly. So it's like you cannot just but play the ball to him. It's like, yeah, even
You
if
have
you
no
are trying
choice.
to not play too directly, Haaland is making the perfect run into space. You have to do it, even though you are trying to keep possession or you're not trying to be too direct or whatever it is. So it just seems like he has really made himself like a no-brainer option. Like, bro, you just have to give me the ball at this time because yeah,
yeah, I can say that. I mean, when he first joined, you could tell like they weren't used to playing towards his strengths. The only person that really played towards his strengths, and thank God that season he had less injuries, was De Bruyne. De Bruyne just knew him and Haaland's chemistry crazy. But I mean, De Bruyne, I
Crazy.
don't think will have chemistry with any striker that makes runs.
Guess who's
So
benefiting from it now? Hojlund.
I guess I mean I'm happy for him, man. Like I don't hate on him. Like no, for real. Like he's not someone that I can say, oh, like you could tell he was trying. You could tell he was trying to do something, but he's just not that nigga for us, at least. So he can do it somewhere else. The
I
one me
don't
I
think you guys use him well.
dislike is Sancho.
I don't think you
But
guys use Hojlund well, Sha. That's another conversation.
yeah, I
what
mean it's
about
very
Rashford right
possible.
now?
It's very possible.
No,
No, I'm
I
not
was
big for
saying, what
Yeah,
about
but
Rashford.
that's
Rashford?
I mean he's good,
that's
man.
a
Like
very
he's
good
always been
place
good.
to
Like
segue.
even he even said it's like in his interview with them, like he's just like he kind of got checked out at Man U, you know. And then I'm sure the
Which one?
350k a week salary was also sweet, or 300k, whatever you were paying him was also. And he's a British boy, so it's less taxes. It's not like he's paying foreigners tax. So I'm sure a lot of things came into play, and he just lost his zeal to really ball for Man U. You know, and
That's fair.
he's found it. He's found it at Baka. I'm happy for him, man. Do your thing.
Yeah, he really played well in the game. The win the win versus Olympiacos. But yeah, Flicks Baka still has Baka issues. Defense still looks very sucky and rubbish. You know, when they are playing against a quality of Olympiacos, I can't really take advantage. And they have Rashford, the whole Rashford in attack. I don't think they can really, they couldn't really lose. Even though that red card was very, very silly. Even the Olympiacos and backup players were like, what the hell was that? Like,
Yeah,
terrible. This is why I will still never understand you today. And this same thing, same way I felt in the Rice Rosado. A second yellow should be reviewed. I don't care about you start reviewing all yellow cards. Why it doesn't have to be black or white. Okay, you don't have to review every yellow card. But a second yellow that will get a player sent off. VR has to review that shit. I don't
Well,
because
fair.
because he's just terrible. I mean,
Seems
I'm not
like
like
a
Olympiacos will
game
never have
changing
one,
decision.
shall.
I said that's a
Yes, if
more
it's a
game
game changing
changing
decision like that,
decision.
like a
Yeah.
goal. Mhm. I don't see why it doesn't get reviewed. Because that, you just messed up the whole game. Like, I mean, Barca would have probably still won, but I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rashford
To
is
be fair,
he's. I don't even think he has entered that flow yet.
that's what I was
Okay,
going
you're
to
about to
say.
say
Like,
something.
yeah, I don't think Rashford is even. I looking at him, he's not even playing that great. If I'm being honest, he's just able to get the results. I don't think he has really even reach that height of confidence that Rashford had when he used to score bangers against freaking Arsenal, where he would just
Yeah,
carry the ball and he's running at you and almost just like, bro, somebody please catch this guy. So I don't even think he has reached that height yet, like he has reached his form yet, but it looks like so far, like being in Barca, a team that knows how to play, and he's actually learning a new style of football. Like is a different type of
Yeah.
Rashford than what he's used to in Premier League. Because Barcelona, man, they are just Barcelona. Like, and the way they play is obviously different from the way United plays. But kudos to Rashford, man. It seems like he's learning and he's picking up new stuff. So yeah,
yeah. Yo, that Rashford and Fermin, those are two shooters. Guy can do when they are deadly shooters, deadly shooters. I don't know how to explain, but like their finishing levels elite. This guys also like, it used to be like that, like Aguero. You know, guys that can just shoot when they just rifle the ball. You're very sure like it's a Lucky Martinelli has it too. Small. But Rashford and
please
why
don't put
why did the
Martinelli into
face?
that. Don't put Martinelli into that
I did say that
conversation.
I say small,
Martinelli
small.
is
He can
no
finish.
shooter.
He can finish.
That guy is not a gunman.
No,
Yes, he can
that
do
his goal.
his. He can do those little
That goal.
R2 finesse.
Yeah, that finesse
Yeah,
was pretty
cool.
nice. That
That's
goal
not
for yes.
a shooter. Yes, you called it.
That's a
Alvarez is a
real.
shooter. Aguero, Femi Lopez. Yes, those are shooters. Haaland is a shooter. Gabriel is not a shooter.
Well, yeah. I mean, scored a hat trick. I was surprised it was his first hat trick. I thought he would have had the hat trick by now. But that guy is a very good shot. To me, in my opinion, he's probably better than Olmo right now, than Olmo for that 10 position. Even though Olmo is a bit more creative, but Femin, you can't just not play him. Every time he plays well. Yeah, he has to be playing. Yamal is still easing into form. I think. I don't think he's at the levels of last season yet. But maybe his injury, maybe he's still recovering. He's more light balling. He's not really like those games from last season where he like dominates whole games. You be like Yamal, like every 5-10 minutes. It doesn't feel that way watching them now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Yamal is just having woman problem. Honestly, I don't know why he's getting himself moving like this man moving like Neymar these days. So it's like I don't know. Maybe it's a little too early for him to be jumping and doing excessively on that front. But as we know, he's a golden child. So I don't think there's much to say about Yamal. Like he's still going to play well in every game. There's no game that I think I've seen this guy play that is like a bad game. That I'll be like, oh nah, they should
Mhm.
stop this guy in this game. He's doing badly.
No, no, he doesn't
Yeah.
have bad games. He's just
He's
more
not just
calm. He's
doing
not really
those
doing too
crazy
much.
things that you are used to seeing him doing week in, week out. Those his finesses. He's not picked up
Yeah.
on them yet. Yeah.
Also, this boy had an assist. One I don't know, like 16 or 15 of these small children that they be producing these days. Joy Fernandez. I had never heard of him, but he played pretty well. He seemed like a very sleek baller. Yeah, I've never. Is it Joy Fernandez? Yeah, Joe Fernandez. I'm like, bro, where did this guy come from? I was very surprised to see his name on the team sheet. That was my first time actually watching him. But he seems like a pretty nice baller. Yeah, and also, but yeah, their defense is not looking impressive, and that's probably my why I'm a bit worried about Barcelona and Mbappe. That high line, it doesn't seem like they will ever change. So, who do you guys have actually? Who do you guys have winning the El Clasico? Hello,
Um,
Namdi. Who do you have? What's your pick for the El Clasico? What do you have to? Who do you have winning that game?
man, I'll give it a draw.
A draw? I don't see that match not producing plenty goals. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see goals, but just on the last game that I watched both of them, yeah, I feel like I feel like a draw is likely,
Mm.
like a high
Yeah,
scoring
I think
draw.
it would be. Yeah, I think it's a decent scoring game, but I don't know. I think I gotta pick Madrid on this one. I'm gonna have to pick Madrid because it looks like Xabi Alonso is getting his team better and better, and I'll be interested to see how this game goes. But definitely, I see like a 3-2 Madrid winning, obviously.
Now, do you have any score for your draw? Is it 0-0 draw? Or let's say
I'll say
3-3.
3-3.
3-3. So banger game. Me, I just feel there's a possibility that like Madrid might have some kind of complex towards Barca, maybe because of fear of having lost the last couple of games. Even though I think they are a little bit more stable than Barca right now, low key seeing them losing that game. 'Cause I feel like Barca always kind of turns it up a gear against Madrid. So maybe even though yeah, that defense, something has to be done about it. They'll need some luck for sure. But I predict like a 3-2 Barca to win or Barca to win. Yeah. But but yeah, both teams have problems in defense. Madrid's defense is not that strong either. So
Yeah, which is why I
it's
think
going to
yeah,
be
the attacks are crazy. I just think they will just take advantage.
yeah. It's a very like a draw looks like a safe bet. But I don't know. Their games rarely end in draws these days. So
Yeah, I mean, if it's not a draw, then I'll edge it probably back out.
yeah, I know Madrid is first in their league right now. Anyway, I know we didn't even talk about Newcastle with him. That kind of plays towards Opera's Premier League narrative. I think besides Spurs, of course, Spurs will not win. Every other Premier League team won their game. What's matter?
He scored
Never
again,
see the
Abi.
score.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised, man. That boy's good.
yeah, he's good. I
Yeah,
think he and Ekitike are probably amongst the best striker acquisitions this past summer.
sure. I agree. I think it's those two.
They beat Benfica and Mourinho say him too. He's a Newcastle fan. I'm like, what? This that Mourinho guy.
I mean, Marina has done what he
Guy,
needed to do, man.
guy.
He's just
It
enjoying
was
life
because
now
of
at this point.
Mourinho that I like Chelsea. If not for this Mourinho, him and Diego Costa are two people that I hate them, but I would love to have those people on my team. Like, I don't know, like just having those guys that they are annoying, but they have their quality, and they will shit on you when they win you.
I was like, if it's someone that wants to go for drinks with, like a manager, Mourinho and Guardiola are top two for sure. Ateta too. Ateta is a madman. I would like to have a conversation with Ateta because I don't think he's all right completely. But Mourinho is probably number one. Mourinho, that guy he should never change. He's a very, very funny guy. Yeah, he's those I don't know what you mean by you're a magpie too. But I say now Newcastle fan, so they cannot really be mad that they lost to Newcastle. He was like he just joined Benfica. I mean, I don't really blame him. I think he just joined their team. But they've lost two games back to back now.
I
Anyway, I
mean,
would
I
love
don't know,
Mourinho to come
Marina
back
is
to the
just
Premier League. I
enjoying
think
life,
that's
man.
very, very I think he wants to come back to the EPL. Yeah,
You
so
should
maybe
talk to.
man you can,
I said you should talk to
try again.
Maranakis, but Maranakis has already signed somebody, hired somebody.
Ah, Mourinho in Nottingham Forest is going to be money. I would love to see it. But
That'll be
look, I feel like
crazy.
it's eyeing Newcastle job. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
crazy.
Mourinho in this thing
Mourinho
will be
versus
crazy,
Marinakis.
man. Yeah.
Anyway, though, uh, let's see. I don't really see Napoli versus Inter. That was an interesting match to talk about. But honestly, I haven't really been watching Serie A that much ever since Osimhen left. But and the way PSV and Eindhoven knock Napoli like is it 5-1 or 6 or 7-1? They beat Napoli
Sheesh.
like 7-1. That was crazy. And these guys are probably high up in Serie A table. I'm not really sure what's wrong with Serie A these days. They keep doing well. They keep getting to the latter stage of Champions League, but their teams, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
The Serie A league, I don't know. Like even with the Inter team that made it so far, I don't know. I still don't. I guess I rated them as a team. But they were not like individual players on the team that I'm like, but yeah, they are standout people. So maybe that might be the
Besides
thing
the
is like,
defenders, yeah, I like it.
yeah. So, but that game, I mean, Napoli Inter seems like it'll be a good one. I want to see the Bruyne and Hoyland connection against a actual team. So
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't really watch the PSV game because if PSV between you 7-1 now, are you sure you have hope to win anybody? Not to show on PSV, but like, guy, how can you lose? Guy, that's
7-1 is
probably one
crazy
of
though.
their
I mean, I
heaviest
didn't watch the
defeats.
game, so I don't even know how that came about.
Oh, no, it's not 7-1, 6-2. 6-2, my bad. 6-2, yeah. It's still bad.
Any
Yeah,
red card?
6-2. Yeah, they had the red card. But they had the red card in 76 minutes. They
Yeah,
had the red card in 76
when
minutes.
did the goals start coming in?
They have scored a lot of like goals already, like three. Yeah, they had considered like three before their red card. I guess they considered like three more after. Nah, bro, that was a bad defeat. But I know AC Milan is doing well this season in the league. But even though performance wise they've not really been impressive apparently. So the one thing I like Serie A is that they keep producing different winners every season. So like every season they have a
Competitive
new
league
league
now.
winner. To be fair, they've probably been the most competitive league in recent times. I know there was a point where Juventus was winning every season, but that hasn't been the case for a long time now. So now AC Milan is first, Inter is second, and Napoli is third.
mm,
So I guess it's gonna be it should be a very good game, and they are all it's 16 points. It's like 1 point difference for between the top four. That's
I mean,
crazy.
season just starts now, so
I
I mean, you never know.
Oh, by this time last season, we don't know who will win for Premier League.
was still in the race now up until the end. That's what
But
we
this
thought.
Yeah,
season,
but anyway, though. So the next one we're supposed to talk about is we have a new segment called Opez Rankings.
Hmm.
Where yeah, so what was your top five for the season so far? Top five clubs for this your season so far this season. Your
Top
unbiased
five,
ranking. If you want, you can
top five
explain your
club.
algorithm.
Um, yeah, I guess I'll do it on a European scale because yeah, I don't just want to limit it to Premier League. For the fifth team, I think I'll give Madrid for fifth. Just because it's Madrid, I always feel like they'll always be contenders in the grand European title, regardless of what they are going through or whatnot. So I'll put Madrid fifth. Fourth, I'll put
Hmm? Okay.
probably Barcelona. Um, they are good, but I think they might have dropped a level below what I'm used to seeing them do. It's probably because Lamine is not in peak form, but yeah, it's looking like they have a little bit of improvement, but they look slightly in a better place than Madrid, in my opinion, in terms of competing for the European title. Third, I'll have to give it. Obviously, third is hard. Jesus,
Who's your third?
third is hard. I'm thinking it has to be. Third will be between Bayern and PSG. The reason why is because
Oh, your
obviously, I
third is
mean,
PSG?
yeah, yeah. I say it's between Bayern and PSG, but I think I'll put PSG in there.
Wait,
Wow, this is actually
why can't
difficult.
I
Why
hear
did I
anything?
even put?
No, can you hear him?
this guy they
Can
use
you
fake
hear me?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I didn't hear your third.
Hold on, may I disconnect for Wi-Fi?
Like we're having technical issues with. Okay, okay, that's
Can
clear.
Can you hear me better now? I just
But we
I just
can't hear
disconnected
any
from
sound.
Wi-Fi. You can't hear any sound.
We can't hear you. Okay, yeah, you just came up now.
Can you Can you hear me now?
Nope, we cannot hear anything. Looks like Ope is freezing. Maybe he made some outlandish statements that might have affected his Wi-Fi.
I don't. Can you guys hear me better now?
Very
Yeah,
very well. So what
Okay,
was
I
your
don't.
third?
I don't have Wi-Fi, bro. Once I'm in my room, I have to hardwire everything.
Oh,
Yeah, because network no they reach here. Top five, top five. Yeah, I guess actually let me start again. Seems plenty. I don't think I'll put Madrid in there if I actually start thinking right. I guess it's not much changing. We're just going to drop it a little lower. I'll put Barcelona at fifth. Not to waste time. In fourth, I'll put. I'll say I'll put Bayern. Actually, I'll put PSG in fourth. I won't put. Uh, I'll put PSG in fourth. For third, actually, I'll put Man City in there. for third in terms of European contenders. I think people are underestimating Man City in this whole Europe this thing. With that Donnarumma acquisition, Haaland going crazy, bro. I just feel like it's going to be difficult to beat Man City in a Champions League game. I don't know. Maybe it might happen, but
Mhm.
we'll see. Second, as obviously we can see, Bayern is going on a crazy form. Harry Kane, it looks like all of their players are looking pretty good. Apart from their defense, I don't know too much about their defense. So I'll put Bayern in second, and I mean obviously in first position is going to be for the best defense in the league. I think I think defense does the job for me at least, and I'll put Arsenal as my number one team in terms of team challenging to win Europe this season.
Now, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, I
Hey,
won't put
this
Arsenal
is
first.
the best five clubs in the world,
I won't put Arsenal first,
right?
but Arsenal to me, I put. I'd probably keep it the same, except I'll shuffle maybe the top three. Man City first, then I can't even know if I say Man City first, really, because Bayern is going crazy. I put Bayern first. I put Bayern first. Man City second, Arsenal third, and then I'll keep fourth and fifth the same.
So where you have PSG fourth?
Yeah, I had PSG in fourth.
No, wait,
Actually, I
no
mean,
place for world champions.
it's not about world champions. I think part of it also is that I've not watched plenty of PSG games this season. Um, so maybe that could also be there. But I see them. I mean, obviously they are top contenders. They won it last time. They are definitely still going to be in there, in my opinion. So yeah. What about you, Chidalu? What is your ranking?
Well, so your what's your algorithm? How did you how?
It's solely based off of my opinion. It's based off of my eye test, what I'm watching. That is what my algorithm. I don't use no stats. I don't be, I don't use
for
any of that.
for me, so you gave fifth to Barcelona. I guess what the only thing I'll change, I'll put PSG first. I'll put Arsenal second, and I'll put Bayern third. Yeah, I personally think PSG is probably the most superior team, and I think their level of talent kind of raises them to a higher level that maybe most teams can't really cope with. I think their team is the most talented out of all the squads in Europe right now. Bayern Munich, I think they are the most fluid, but I wonder. I don't know if their defense has been tested like that yet. I haven't really watched the game where they really any team has actually tested them, but they're the most fluid team I've seen. Even arguably just as fluid as PSG. I think Arsenal is the most balanced overall. I think we are the most balanced outfit, and of course, we have the best defense, like by far. I think we have the best defense. I think that can, and Arsenal can beat you with flair. They can beat you with physicality, and if they need to pack the bus, they can also pack the bus. That's why I think they're the most balanced team overall. But I'll still have PSG as number one, Arsenal number two, Bayern number three, and fourth and fifth can be Bas. Wait, who was I? Who did I forget?
I guess City. You haven't put City in yet. City and Barca
See,
they were in my top five. So I don't know if you want to include
City.
any of them or if you want to take any of them out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if City is Liverpool and City is kind of hard for me. I can't lie. I can't
Mm.
decide who I should actually put in fourth. I'll put Barcelona fourth for fifth. Let's let City have it out of respect for Haaland right now. City can be fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good. I think the table ranking based on our three opinions is similar but diverse, which is good. So,
yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
anyway, very soon, I feel like by the time man you get someone like Osimhen, maybe they can come into this conversation because I don't know.
they have Sesko and they already have Konya and they already have Mbeumo. So I don't think and another striker is not what they need right now. Um,
Do you think Man U has to win this game this weekend
that's a question for
after
Namdi, I
Do we
think.
defeating
have
PSG?
to win?
Namdi.
I mean, I'd like us to win. But like, even if they don't win, it should just be like why I'm expecting us to come eighth at the end of the season. Eighth is going to come with wins and losses. So I'm open to whatever is going to happen.
Yeah,
But
I feel
yes,
like
I
if
would prefer us
If
to
Man
win.
U wins this, if they win this weekend's game, I see so many fans. A lot of fans will come out from under their rocks.
And actually, I want Man U to start winning. So we can actually have like Man U fans come back in the chats because it's been a rough couple of weeks, you know. The chats have been
It's
silent
a bit boring.
sometimes, you know, because yeah, we don't want to seem like we're bullying other football fans because it seems like
I
that
think they
has
are
been
scared
the
that I think they're scared if they talk too much, because of that Liverpool win, that something might happen this coming weekend. But I feel like if Man U wins this weekend, man, the kind of confidence boost to give a lot of people, because that's like 3 games in the Spain. Yeah,
wow, 3 games in a row. That's a record now, isn't it?
two is a record
For
already.
Amarim,
Oh,
yeah,
2 is a record. Wow. Oh my god.
yeah.
I'm already breaking records again. Yeah, that's amazing, man.
Anyway, I feel like we are done for today. It was a fun conversation. But anyway, do you have any? Does anyone have any quick hits for the weekend games? I know, like, do you? So Namdi, what do you think about? Are you excited for this weekend? You actually believe you guys can win?
I think we can win. I think we're playing home, and it's against Brighton. I want to see Baleba. I hope he does well,
Wow. Oh,
but I don't really hope he does too well. You know. But I want to like evaluate him to see if that's really who we should be going for. Because the next part of our project is midfield. So I'm trying to scout the potential options. What do I think? Um, Sesko will probably start that game. I think Cunha started just because of the tactics we needed to win against Liverpool. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he's away, then I feel less sure. But if I'm playing home, then maybe something can happen.
Yeah.
okay.
Hopefully you guys win. I know Brighton is not an easy team for sure, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I kind of actually I feel a lot more positive about Man U than most Man U fans, if I'm being honest. But yeah, even though I don't admit it like that, but I
I
don't
mean, we
think
had this
they are
hardest start to the
as
league now, like
it's a
statistically.
bit classic.
We've played most of the top
Yes.
Yeah,
six.
I don't
Anyway,
think
about
I don't think you guys have looked
what do you say?
exceptionally bad, except in that Grimsby game. That Grimsby game was just very confusing to me.
Yeah,
And that's
and
where,
that's
you
the
know,
one
I'm
that
still
is like everybody. That's one that affects every fan. Cause me, I don't expect it, man. But bro, I beg, let's not bring back trauma. But yeah,
Honestly, I think Man
yeah, that
they can lose to anybody. I think Man can lose to anybody and they can beat anybody. That's the thing.
losing to
Even
anybody
Wolves, I think
should
they can
have
lose.
a level. You cannot be playing Georgia Sada and be say you cannot lose to anybody, bro. You see, I can bet money that if Grimsby play Georgia Sada, we fit be them. We fit be them.
I don't know. But, yeah, but
But
because they are the level before professional league self. They're just the level above.
have real
They
jaws,
like
bro.
Tormenta.
Yeah, they're like tormentor level. So yeah, that I don't know. That stint in Amorim's record is just it's just hard to ignore. But obviously, like you said, it seems like they are able to beat anybody. So it's these kind of games. I think these games are even more important for Man U
But
than the bigger
they are
games. Because these are the kind of games where if you want to be that eighth position and you want to contend in Premier League, you need to be able to beat all these mid-table guys, and these are the more annoying guys to play because you really don't know how you're going to play them. So yeah,
Yep.
it's be an interesting game for sure.
Yeah. We have one of those, arguably even more difficult proposition for like this weekend. That's Arsenal, Crystal Palace. That's a game I'm
Shit,
excited
that's
to
where
talk
Yeah.
Arsenal
about.
is playing.
Yep.
Damn, is they got to step
If
up
we win
then?
this game, if we win this game, I'll be very happy because I know
Yeah,
it's not an easy game. Even like that Fulham game, I was a bit worried, but I'm glad we got past that one. This one is and that one. This kind of games that a lot of people are like, yeah, we'll win, but guy, they actually scare me. And Newcastle, this Crystal Palace, it's not going to be an easy game. It might even be prove to be more difficult than Atletico Madrid. But anyway, that's disrespectful. But yeah, that's disrespectful. But like, I hope we win, Sha. This is banana skin games. But anyway, guys, it was a nice conversation. You guys make sure to like and subscribe and also follow us on Instagram at the five aside.
We out here.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Come on. We the top boys.